My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Wildfrost. Alright. So the three different versions of Avatar 3 didn't happen to go exceptionally well, but what about Dialer the Third? Oh. Now, Shadowloom here with the... Oh, do you want to respond to me clicking on the screen game? Thank you muchly. There we go. Shadowloom here with apply 3 overburn in barrage. That seems like it would set up for a couple of particularly interesting scenarios. To the degree that I think I have to click you. And you are... Dialer the Third. Click rename there, and then let's go. I mean, if we're already attacking a barrage, yeah, I guess we could add some damage there with Lulgazi. It also feels like I'm not likely to do much damage at all. So anyone that allows me to do a little bit of extra damage here would be generally pretty good. Lulgazi not only adds damage to Dialer, but also does damage themselves. It's just, is it that or maybe Snoof or Spike? Loki, even, all pretty good sources of damage. If I took Sneasel and let them take a couple of hits, that would also be a way to get more Ink Blades into my hand, and through the Ink Blades deal more damage, maybe? Let's take Lulgazi first. I think. Oh, I'm getting a couple stutters here. Let me see if I can fix that. Okay, let's see if that's done it. Let's head into the first battle. Okay, that's definitely not how that's supposed to go. Okay, so it's been a week. A full week in between the last video, that is to say, the start of this video, and the part that I'm recording right now. Yeah, my PC was failing. Turns out my hard drives were dying. I fixed that. At the same time as I managed to completely brick my Windows installation. The super TLDR of this situation being that I'm back up and running. It's all working now. It's all good, it's working, so it's fine, it doesn't matter. Alright, Lulgazi. Let's go down. Sorry to have left you high and dry for a week, of course. Wouldn't have if I didn't have to. And yet, I do still feel a little bit well rested, so, you know, not, all's well that ends well, I guess. Chungoon, Pengoon, Wild Snoof. Still out here on the board, how dare they? So, reacquainting myself with this deck, I know that you've seen it over the course of the last couple of minutes, but I have not. So, Dialer the Third has Apply Overburn on Barrage. We've also got Lulgazi, and that is our base deck at the moment. Okay, so I'm looking to get as much money as possible out of these early fights. Chungoon, Pengoon, Wild Snoof. I mean, I have a Junjun that I can get on the field as well. Junjun attacks in 3 turns time, so somebody next turn would get it attacking on the same turn as Lulgazi, which is probably the easiest way to get multiple units down at the same time. One problem I guess I'm gonna run into here is that Dialer wants to act pretty quickly. Maybe in 5 turn time? 5 turns! Okay, so if I use Sunburst 2-2 on Dialer, Dialer is then 5 turns away from acting. They are 4 turns away from summoning a new enemy force. If I leave this entire bottom side just to stay here, so I play health and I play Junjun and I freeze units appropriately, then Dialer will have the ability to use the Sunburst 2-2 in 5 turns time to take out Pengoon, Wild Snoof, and probably the unit behind it, let's be real. So then all I need is the ability to take out Chungoon on the top line in 5 turns time. How do I do it in 5 turns time? Lulgazi attacking is going to be a problem. Because Lil Ghazi is currently just going to die against whomever they decide to attack. Either they kill a Pengoon or they die against Chungoon, sorry. One thing I could do, I guess, is freeze Lil Ghazi and then let them take the hit from both Wild Snoof and Chungoon, getting them down to 1 HP. Although if I froze Lil Ghazi right now, Lil Ghazi's not going to be capable of attacking... If Chungoon is always going to be the person on the top line, then Junjun's not really going to be too much help. I don't know, I feel like the line where I try and kill all of the units at the same time actually is a little narrow, much more narrow, in fact, than I thought it was. So there's an alternative line. The alternative line is killing Pengoon and Wild Snoof in 3 turns' time. That would be summoning a Junjun. All of this feels pretty bad, actually. Is there any way for me to get more than 2 kills at a time on the board right now? I would love it to be the case. Yeah, digging deeper in the deck isn't going to give me that. I guess, you know, the Tar Blades. I'm going to start with the Sunburst, because I'm pretty sure that one happens. Also, this might be a little loud in my ears, because it might just not have been reset, yeah. At any point. Completely new installation of Windows, so everything's running completely quickly. All of the plugins that I use to manage pretty much all of the hack-togethers that create my daily workflow are broken and gone, but it's fine, I'll find new ones. Pengoon Wild Snoof. So this is the turn I'd summon Junjun if I want it to attack at the same time as Lil Ghazi. Let's do it. Eventually I am going to need to deal some damage to Chungoon, I just can't do it right now. Berry Bell this line, keep my unit alive. Unfortunately it doesn't keep Lil Ghazi alive, obviously, as I mentioned previously. Do I just sacrifice the bottom line? Really don't want to. Alright, I'm gonna try the daft line, the line that I think I shouldn't be playing, but they're fine, I guess I'm doing it. If I cycle, I can get to possibly a Tar Blade that can do decent whack of damage here for us. Chungoon on the top line is going to be attacking again next turn. I mean, I'd love to be able to kill the Chungoon next turn, I just don't think I'm capable of it. That said, I do think I need to start throwing Tar Blades at it to be ready to take it down eventually. Dialer hits the whole bottom line for 1 damage, as well as 3 overburn, which then kills all 3 of them. So yeah, Chungoon gets to do 2 damage here, and then Junjun possibly kills it. I would be fine with Junjun killing it. I guess Lil Ghazi can take this 2 damage and everything could be fine. Throw Tar Blade to the Wattlegoon in the back line, start softening it. Especially because Junjun, yep, could just target that instead. both of these have charms on them, so I definitely need to actually do the thing they want me to do. That is to say, kill them. I may need some additional health here to get through as well, as much as I really want to play the Sunburst 2-2. Big boom. We're about to have a lot of difficulty next turn. This Waddle Goon's going to try and attack 3 times to the frontline unit. That's enough to kill a Junjun, and then we've got 4 more damage coming through. So we can't even stop that. Is there anything in the deck that... I don't think there's anything in the deck that saves me right now. I think I'm dead. Oh, I can think of one, and that's a Blizzard Bottle on Waddle Goons. I'm gonna need to keep you still. And then I put a Junjun Mask out, taking 3 here, losing Junjun, and then 1 damage backwards to Lorgazi. And Lorgazi intends to attack this turn. So if I make Dialer attack on the bottom line, this turn with the Sunburst 2-2, that kills all of those Pengoon, triple kill, and then the Lorgazi on the top line starts working on Waddle Goons. And the next turn I have to deal with Pengoon and Big Peng, both being big and large and damaging. I think I actually have to use the top line here. As much as I want to kill more units, here, if I use Sunburst 2-2, I can get the Pengoon to explode, and then we've got, 4 health and 3 overburn on Waddle Goons, and then Lorgazi attacks, I guess, taking out the Waddle Goons, which is 7 health left on Big Peng. All of these units attacking next turn. Actually, that doesn't seem like that would help that much. Okay, if I put Dialer on the bottom line and then use Sunburst 2-2 on the next turn, all I need to do is make sure that it's not both Pengoon and Big Peng that attack next turn. So that means I just need to take out this Pengoon with a Tarblade, then next turn Sunburst 2-2, and then only Big Peng is active and can only hit Lorgazi, and that's going to have to be enough. Okay, nice cycle. That's enough Tarblade. And now we've got a Junjun to block Big Peng's next attack, which is great, obviously. I'll Tarblade down the Waddle Goon, as we must. Put a Junjun in front of myself. Playing for health here doesn't matter at all, because it's not actually going to increase our survivability at all. Okay, so we made it through. Barely. But it counts. Get him! Can't keep it. Oh, Lorgazi. I know you're injured, but thank you very much for your sacrifice. Charm and then treasure. Yeah, especially because I have a barrage attacking unit already. Charms are very impactful. Increase counter by 1 and damage by 3. Honestly, not over the moon about that. Probably don't really care to attach it to anyone just yet. We've got a Frozen Traveler who might be the right card for it. Molten Dip, Mimik, Berry Blade, and Azul Battle Axe. I gotta say, a lot of these are pretty appealing. Azul Battle Axe, probably first and foremost, it would give me a item card that I also want to get some charms on. The Molten Dip doesn't activate that often because I don't have that many multicasts. I don't have, you know, while I have a barrage unit, they attack, you know, infrequently, to say the most. Jumbo also hits the ally behind. However, Lil Ghazi is giving them the +1 damage. They would also even be able to hold a Moose Charm. That's a lot of damage. 5 damage in barrage every 4 turns. That's close to Bomb Bomb, TBH. TBH. I think it's time to actually have Jumbo in a run and be happy to have Jumbo in said run. Get a Moose Charm, buddy. Oh, speaking of as well, you should probably wear that crown. Gonna Tarblade the Earthberry on the bottom line so that it's within the range of the 3 Overburn taking it out. I'm going to Blizzard Bottle the berry on the top. Jumbo, do you want to take this hit for me? I think you do. You look pretty keen to take that hit for me, which I appreciate. I don't expect that I need Berry Bell for the extra HP right now. So on something like a next turn, I would be ready to play a Tarblade to a Berry Witch in the top line. I'm guaranteed to get enough for that, cool. Tarblade to a Berry Witch in the top line, Dialer attacks the entire bottom line. Hopefully there's some way of getting multiple different kills here with that. Considering Jumbo is attacking only behind themselves, I'm gonna get the extra health on that top line. Oh, this is sick! Huh! Oh, baby! Okay. Oh, man. Okay, if I cycle, I can actually get a quadruple kill. So on the bottom line, obviously, this Earthberry is going to blow up because it's got 3 Overburn and 3 health, and that's going to set all of the other ones to being able to blow up. And then the top line, an Azul Battle Axe against the Earthberry takes your health down to 3, you have 3 Overburn, you explode, and you kill the Berry Witch in front of you. So we get a 5 time. We also get 1 hit on a Goblin. Oh, that was so much money. Oh, beautiful. Ghazi attacks in 4 turns time. I guess I could play a Junjun immediately afterwards, and then I have someone attacking on the same turn as them. Or not. Snowball will just freeze the Junjun. Jumbo, yeah, is going to be incapable of not just taking that unit out. Unfortunately. Uses Sunburst 2-2 to get Dialer closer to attacking. Killing both of these at the same time seems not especially likely. Like, do I think I can set it up? Yeah, sure. But it's 5 that I'm getting out of having done it. This is effectively like 4 damage to the Berry Witch on the bottom line. It's just it requires the dealing of another 2 damage from something like a Junjun in 3 rounds time to be able to take them out. Yeah, I think this is right. Junjun kills on the top line, Lorgazi kills on the bottom line. No one's threatened. Alright, good. Whew. No more damage on Lorgazi. Yeah, a little bit of extra money as well as another charm, sure. Let's play the gamble route here. Whoa! Gain 5 from each kill. Ooh. I'm never certain how the crediting with Overburn ends up actually working. I know that sometimes it seems to credit the person who did the actions that caused the overburn, but it's only if that overburn then immediately triggers. I don't know. What I do know is this Bling Charm is probably going to get more money on Jumbo just because Jumbo attacks consistently. Bebop's pretty good. Not only does it summon a Bebop mask, so, you know, block for us, also gives us the ability to start stacking some overburn on frontliners. Cat down, counter by 1, barrage, as much as I like that, it's not probably what I'm going to want to take here. Blaze Tea. Add Frenzy, but increase counter by 1. I do like that. Both on Jumbo and Dyla, I think that's still pretty worthwhile. I definitely need to take the crown. That's a non-negotiable. Gonna take the Blaze Tea. Summon a copy of an enemy on your side with 1 HP I think is also really powerful. I think the Bebop Mask is also really powerful. Let me go with the Charm Machine first. Ooh. Hey, that's pretty good. Apply 1 snow in barrage? I'm 1 short of another charm. Maybe I should push it for the charm. Can't afford that? Yeah, exactly. Hey, I can't pay you that way. I'll get arrested. Hog-headed. So you can't take it back off the board, but it has additional health. I mean, look, I can't take the champion off the board, but I also can't give it this. Jumbo, honestly? You already got 2 blings on you. I don't really see myself taking Lorgazi off the board, to be honest, as well. That's where a Hog Charm could go. Most often I seem to be setting up the Overburn to kill, but also Jumbo's probably not really going to care too much about the Snowball Charm. Let's put it on Dyla then. Alright. I have no clue how I feel about this. Someone checking with my emotions and then tell me what you find out they think. Makoko, you've got a Lumen Ring. Okay, you are dangerous, friend. You need to die or be frozen. Got it. You are going to be frozen. I cannot have you activating and getting that much damage and proffering it to the Infinoco as quickly as you might otherwise want to do. Jumbo having a double attack here certainly seems the right way to be going about it. I really want Jumbo to double attack after the new wave has come in. Very little damage dealt to me, exactly how I like it. Okay, so Jumbo on the bottom line is going to kill both of the porcupines as well as transform Infinoko. I like the idea of using a Sunburst 2-2 on Dialer and getting them to attack through this round as well. Just because it feels too powerful an effect to just not utilize at all, you know? Especially because I get an extra turn here, just having frozen all of those characters. Let's cycle away. More time blades, of course. In 3 turns' time, there's an attack coming out. I would love Junjun to be able to join in on that attack. That is to say, an attack coming out from my side. My nearest attacker is Lorgazi. Definitely need to throw some damage to that Frostinger in the backline. Okay. Okay, so in this way, I do a bunch of damage to Infinoko while leaving Porcupine on the top line to be triggered at a later date. I'm gonna throw a Tar Blade at Frostinger. Continue working on them. Jumbo attacks next turn. And I'm going to want Jumbo to clear out the bottom line. So I'm still kind of just setting up for Frostinger, I guess. Use a single Tar Blade to start setting Infinoko further down as well. So if I cycle right now... Infinoko and Makoko are both attacking. Lorgazi and Jumbo take 3 and 4 damage apiece. That's not enough to take them out. Jumbo counters by taking out Frostinger and Makoko, as well as dealing 8 damage to Infinoko, taking you down to 12, but with 3, so 9 total on that line. And then an Azul Battle Axe takes out Frostinger, increasing your overburn to 6. You blow up, taking out the Porcupine, which probably then means we don't continue that damage. Oof. I think it's the right play still. Oh! about Jumbo actually attacking backwards like, it's okay. What? What? Whoa. While active, add +1 damage to all allies. Yeah, Clay Snow, you're looking like a dialer 3 the third, I think. Oh, the second. Wait, and I spelled the name wrong, apologies. There we go. I'm gonna double down on this, Lorgazi and Dialer. So anyone that we include into this team is automatically gonna have 2 damage active. Pretty good to me. I feel bad about the Jumbo thing, but it happened. As you might understand, I'm slightly distracted. What with the whole computer blew up? That's my friend, computer. Wild Snoof, baby Snoobo, Snoobo. Again, we're in a situation where, you know, Lorgazi and Dialer are never going to be attacking on the same turn. Well, they can technically. If I wait for Lorgazi to be 1 turn away from attacking and then Sunrod Dialer, Dialer will act and then Lorgazi will act as well. The only thing is, I could also just use a Scrappy Sword to kill something rather than activating Dialer. It's just, I can only get a 2-time combo effectively against the enemies right now, which is strange. Well, I mean, look, if I'm getting a 2-time combo... May as well not use my best resources on it. Can cycle here, looking for more snow sticks for keeping the gobbling. Ugh, Winterworm starts with more damage. Rude of you. Ooh, I can get Dialer and Lorgazi to attack at the same time here. Let's do it. Sunrod. Unfortunately, I've chosen to not let either of them get the kills because I couldn't get both kills at the same time. All of you are attacking next turn. Yes, this is bad. This is not good, actually. I'm gonna take out the one that does 1 trillion damage points. Also take out the gobbling on the top line. And now my only goal is to see if I can take out the baby Snowball as well as the Lorgazi here at the same time. I don't see myself being able to take out the baby Snowball next turn. So something like this seems necessary. Let's get Lorgazi closer to attacking. And cycle for a blade. Use this to take out that. Yeah, look, it's not as good as the first run was for money, but that happens. You know, we take risks in the second run, that's what we do. Crono, while active, add Frenzy to all crowned allies. So both of you having Frenzy by default with your increased damage. I like that. Slapcrackers, neat. When an ally is healed, apply equal spice. I don't really care so much about spice here. Slapcrackers seem like a neat card to have in the deck and possibly modifying with some upcoming charms. Oh, wow. I mean, Shelly would be a lot of defensiveness for this team. I don't really need the extra frenzy from Pooty, which is not typically my position, but alas. Things change. Oh, both pop shrooms and a puffball. Woof. I'm gonna put Crono there. Yeah, I'm gonna use Sunrod to get Lorgazi to take out both of the top liners first. I just needed one hit on the frontline pop shroom, which is enough. And then I'm gonna use a snow stick to keep this pop shroom from blowing itself up, so that I can then take it out manually. Yeah, you get him, Flame Water. Unfortunately, the Shroom Gobbler on the top line has when hit, gain teeth. Although maybe I should still hit you 2 times right now. I'll only take 1 damage, but I'll clear out a lot of your HP. I think that might be actually really important. So next attack here... Actually, I kind of want to use a Snow Stick to keep the Gobbling for a second, before I start worrying about other attacks. Shelly is capable of taking out Puffball. Alternatively, Shelly, you could set up Shroom Gobbler to be taken out. By using a single Scrappy Sword, I can set up Shelly to take that kill. Sure. Just because that unit's a real nightmare. Okay, so the Bobblehead on the bottom line doesn't necessarily have to take anyone out. Let's cycle. Freezing it would prevent the Puffball's activation as well, which would be nice. But then I have to find a way to take out the Gobbling on the top line immediately next turn. I could let Dialer on the bottom line take 4 poison, but then they die next turn, so again, no, probably not that. Another thing would be putting Shelly only on the bottom line, and then Scrappy Sword to kill the Puffball. And then next turn, Lorgazi can take out Gobbling after a Snow Stick, and then work on the Veiled Lady. And Dialer on the bottom line can hit Bulbhead twice. This doesn't seem great. I'm not entirely certain what line I really just opted for there, but it was one of them, I think. So if I force Dialer to attack immediately, I can get 2 hits on the Goblin as well as take it out, and then get some armor, and then Lorgazi takes out and starts working on another unit on the bottom line. I mean, I think that works. Crono can definitely take a hit now. I no longer need your help, buddy. You're a powerful unit, but I don't need much more from you. Take out Bobhead with a scrappy sword. Oh wow, the Aimless still hit the front line 3 times. Rude. Lorgazi, you don't have Hog-Headed! That was the previous run! Sick! I can take that Lorgazi off the board, prevent you from dying. Hell yeah. I'm gonna slap crack at the top line for 4 damage. Getting ready to cycle and freeze the Shroodles on the bottom line. Then we'll pop a Woodhead on the top. It'll take all that poison for us. Now it's just time to slowly work on the Veiled Lady. Veiled Lady, you do not have enough time to poison me enough times to win the game here. I'm gonna put you out your misery with some slap crackers. A bit more money for us before we mosey on. Yeah, crowns are so important right now because I have Kronos. Grabber, Noomlin Yank. Yeah, pulling the right unit to the front of the lines could be pretty impactful. Frostbell too, though. Frostbell is always especially impactful. Both of them are very impactful in the final fight as well. I'm gonna take the Frostbell just because I think it's generally more powerful. Bonnie Colonel and Snuffle. See, I'm not really finding the damage, I guess, that I really want. But I guess Crono is enough of that. Lorgazi, Dialer. Alright, Crono. Alright, Colonel, rather. Let's go. Let's do a Shell Frenzy hybrid situation. Hello, Molten Dip. For some extra damage. Gotta take the crown. No choices there. Have to take the crown. Pop that on Colonel. Yeah, it seems like Molten Dip needs to come. I know Pinkberry is there, I know Demon Heart and Hongos and, you know, Charms and all that, but Molten Dip. So, you know, my argument therefore is Molten Dip. Crono doesn't need to go down until the turn that I'm actually going to be multi-striking. Let's get Shelly out on the board. I could also freeze Makoko right now, but they're currently just giving health to Lorgazi. The other freezing on that turn play would be if I wanted Shelly to attack at the same time as everyone else, but I don't think I need that. Frost spell here, so I don't have to take any damage, but I still get some shielding. Okay. So this is the turn we get our first multi-attack. So Crono definitely needs to get on the field. But that's all I actually need to worry about. Sick. Get him, Crono. Oh, the Makoko on the top line already has Charm for some damage. Download 4 damage. No, I'm gonna cycle. Ooh. I mean, yeah, I might as well give the Molten Dip to all of the units who are gonna be using it. Okay, Shelly transforms in Finoko this turn, which is fine. I'm gonna Sunrod Dialer to get them to act on the same speed as Colonel and Lord Gazi to try and set up much more combo kills in the future. Definitely far past due for freezing Makoko on the top line there. Okay, so Infinoko is going to hit Colonel. Shelly currently dies on the bottom line. We lose Crono as well. Oh, that's a problem. So currently we're fine, and this is Colonel does wait. This is Colonel does 14 damage to Infinoko and then 8 damage to Infinoko from Dialer. So 22, and then Lord Gazi has to expend both of the final hits that they have on Infinoko. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. But something like this allows Colonel to strike Infinoko twice for 14, and then Lil Gazi to strike twice for 14 as well. But if I give Flame Water to one of them, that's a 14 and a 16, enough to take out the Infinoko, and then that frees Dialog to be able to hit Makoko 2 times, taking out another unit. So we do get a 2-time kill, and we also get a kill on the person that had a charm active there. Redraw Bell Counter. There's not that many cards in this deck currently that I want to play consistently. Oh. This is really bad. Not only can I not get a crown in the next store, I also don't really have anything right now I want to dupe. Like, it's just Crono. Which I don't really think I can. I don't think the deck can support having just another Crono in it. It's a great way to have a lot of ramp, but no ability to actually, get into that ramp. Dang. I really want to go to the Shade Sculptor. Rude. Oh, Noomlin Charm, gain Noomlin, that's worth its weight in gold. Giving that to either the Frostbell or the Sunrod seems a really good choice for us. Let's go to... Foxer! Yes. You're pretty much exactly the unit that I want in this deck right now, but should I consider something else? Maybe like Snobble. Applies snow equal to the damage dealt. They'll be attacking, with Crono, so they'll be attacking 2 times, and they'll be attacking for, 4 damage. It's a lot. Big Berry, maybe if I didn't have Colonel, similar... No, I need damage. I need some... Just put it on the board and it does damage, you know? I'm gonna take Shelly out. It's entirely possible I actually take the final companion limit. Broken Bars, don't get to choice there. I don't think I really care about a Strom Globe. Give me a charm. Fury 3, yeah, no one really acts on a line alone. That's almost certainly not going to be relevant. I'll give Fury 3 to Foxy. I'm almost leaning towards giving the Noomlin Charm to Molten Dip. I know I don't play it multiple times over the course of the fight. I'm also not going to do it. Sorry. I'm leaning towards about 49.9% though. Yikes. Shell Witch with the extra health, how dare you. How dare you ever have a charm? Don't want that Shell Witch to go. If I put out Crono, Sunrod, and a Scrappy Sword, I would be able to take out the Shell Witch before its turn. I could also cycle looking for Foxy and then the Molten Dip. No, Crono has to go out on the board, obviously. I'm gonna hit you with a Scrappy Sword. You add that armor to all allies, but not yourself, so... Still may be fine with this. This means that Colonel and Lorgazi on the bottom line will be able to kill the Conquer next turn. Cool. I just wanted to do 2 damage to the PCAM in the back line, so I didn't end up using the Scrappy Sword, but we still got that. Sick. Oh, if I throw in another 2 damage here, and there's a couple different ways I could accomplish that. That's one of them. Sick. I can get the second unit down. I mean, it's not all of the money, but it's some of all of the money. Colonel's health is a problem for me right now, though, as well. I need to find a way to fix that. I'm gonna snow stick the Godling to get a little bit of money as well as keep it from running away. Start working on the Shell Witch. And then this turn I have the opportunity to hit it with a single Scrappy Sword in order to take it out before it would act. And then I can snow stick the Shell Witch on the bottom line, who also has a charm. How dare they have the damage charm as well? a cycle. Foxy's in the next hand. I could use a faster attack. Definitely using the Frostbell on the bottom line. Let's pop Foxy on the field as well. So, Colonel kills on the top line, Vulgazi does 14 to that unit. I could do 9 to this unit, and I could take out 3 units at the same time here. That's better. I Sunrod Foxy to do that. 1, 2, 3. Hello, Bolga. Still want to keep that Goblin here if possible, so I'm going to Snow Stick you. Currently capable of taking out 2 units this turn between Foxy and Dialar. One, 2. Yeah, I'm gonna use a single junk on Goblin, just get a little bit more money out of it as well. So we have something like a Woodcracker, sorry, Woodhead to block Bolgo's hit, and then Shell Witch gets to attack Lorgazi. 32 health on Bolgo right now. I can take them down to 30 health as well. Setting up for Foxy's ability to kill all 3 of them this round. Get him, Foxy! There goes Bolgo, and we'll finish off the Shell Witch as well. Really money light run, but I'm really happy to be above 80 again, thankfully. If I see another shop, I know what I do. Muncher. And I've got a junk in the deck, eh? There's no real value in that Frozen Traveler for me. Let's go to the first treasure and see what we do. Blingbank, Shroominator, Mega Mimic, and Mimic. I could theoretically put a Mimic in this deck. Nothing entirely wrong with that. Mega Mimic I can't do because it would lose to its own scrap health far too quickly. Mimic actually has a chance of doing something for us. So a treasure I would throw out a Scrappy Sword as well as a junk, certainly. In-play deck size of 15, that's pretty significant. As much as I like choosing between charms, this seems right. Nutshell Cake. Apply 9 shell, but reduce health by 2. That's current and maximum health. There is also a Snow Cake. If I wanted to pre-get that for the final fight. I think ways to give Colonel the ability to actually stay on the field as well is also pretty important, so I think a Nutshell Cake still makes a lot of sense for me, though. I'm gonna take it. Hello, Munchie. Enjoy the junk and the Scrappy Sword. He looks quite pleased despite the low quality of those. Ooh, Marrow's alone in their own line on the top. This is exactly what we like to see, baby. I'm gonna put a Mimik out. At the end of next turn, I'm gonna play a Nutshell Cake on Colonel. Pop out a Woodhead, because Colonel has now taken that max HP worth of damage as well. Wait, what? Right, because it reduces both of them. It does, yeah. It's so, for my brain, at the very least, it's so anti-intuitive that I forgot that's how that works. I've got to cycle, because if we get Kronos, it's ridiculous. We got Kronos, it's ridiculous. Almost! We almost got Smog down. I'm honestly fine with losing Mimik. And I would basically guarantee it if I attacked on that bottom line right now. Whereas I almost certainly trigger it on the top line as well. Take out Smog. Oh, now I'm not aimless. I can guarantee it. Hell yeah. Let's get Colonel to take that hit to remove that Demonize trigger. Pop a Foxy out on the board as well, so that I have appropriate targets for some sort of molten dipping. In fact, all of them are pledging to attack at the same time as well. I have to freeze the goblin if I want it to stay, right? Actually, I'm gonna have to force Lorgazi to attack first so that I can take out all of the thorns that are otherwise going to ruin my life. Hello, Morjaw. Thankfully I've got all of my freezing in hand available for you. If I move Foxy to the top line and then get Colonel a Sunrod... Oh, no, wait, we're not even guaranteed to kill. Hell yeah. Okay, cool. That's fine. Sunrod Colonel. Good! We even got Smog! Sick! That's a 2-time kill combo, and now I have the ability to take as much time as I should like with Morjaw. Noting, however, as much time as I should like is not much. I'm going to kill Morjaw as quickly as possible. Yes, yes, I'm going to weaken you, and then I'm going to snow stick you. Beautiful. Victory. Yep. Obviously gonna go for the charm. I've got all of the units I want. I just don't even have the ability to use all of them. Frosthand Charm. Apply weakness. Yeah, pop that on the Frostbell. Apply 3 weakness. Seems good to me. Holy Snail, what have you got? Lemon. I mean, Mimik having a crown is also actually really sick. Shellbow for 2 damage to one of our entire lines as well as 5 shell. I'm not so certain about that. A lot of the time it'll end up killing Crono or Mimik or something like that, in order to leave the positioning as well as I wanted it to be. I think I go Charm Machine twice. Start with the block. That'd be pretty good for Woodhead, actually. Moko. Add Frenzy, but 2 less damage. I could have a Mimik that does no damage by base. But has 2 Frenzy. It'll do 2 damage when Dyla and Lorgazi are on the field. It'll do 4 damage when Molten Dip is out. Yep, I'm gonna try it. Because I think it's cool. And that's what we do. The second episode, the second run in an episode, it's cool things instead now. Good things, no longer my best friend. Cool things are now my best friend. Save the rest of this money. Head to the boss. I like Crunker. This is actually a real nightmare. 3 turns time, Crono is hitting for 8 to all of those positions. The thing is, I don't really have much health. Like, I need the ability to freeze that line. I'm pretty perfectly awful at basically exactly this, unfortunately. Okay, I know what to do, I think. I'm not happy about it, though. He's Frostbell on Spuncher and Krunker. I'm probably going to have to put Lilgazi back into the deck. The idea is generally that the board state when I let the enemy attack will be this, and I will have played the Nutshell Cake on Colonel by that point. Spuncher does no damage to the Mimik. I love the idea of playing Slapcrackers on the top line as well. I also want to play Crono in 2 turns' time. Slapcrackers the top. Nice. This is also a line where I do let Dialer just take 5 damage here. Yeah, I want to keep Lilgazi on the field. I just want more attacking presence. Putting out a Crono right now would mean Colonel attacks 2 times. Well, Colonel attacks once, Mimik attacks twice. Thrice, actually, because the... Wow. I'm going to be able to clear out the lines with this. Yep, just put out Crono. Transform! Bop, 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 bop. Molten Dip for the bottom line, maybe. Significantly increase our damage output. 1, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. So Krunker is currently doing 3 damage to all of those lines. So with this minor adjustment, all of my units survive. Start snow sticking the spike wall so I can actually try and make my way through it. Is again doing 3 damage to all those lines. Need to keep the spike wall frozen. I want to cycle and freeze. I did get a freeze. Neat. But I also got the ability to just invalidate all of the opposing damage. So if I just Lumen Vase Crono, I think here I'll just get all of these kills. Yeah! It'll look a lot like that when it happens. Anyway, let's go to... What? Huh? Can't do that? It's already happened. Do I really need Shelly here? The thing is, Shelly gives us survivability on kill, and in the final fight, we're just not going to kill that many enemies. It's just not going to happen. Feels bad. I'd have loved to be able to, but the fact that on-kill triggers in the final fight are almost entirely useless. Introduces an element of difficulty. When consumed, add +2 health to all allies. I want to do that to the Molten Dip because the Molten Dip is the most likely one for me to then want to duplicate because it allows me to scale my damage really well. And I can hit it with a Lumen Vase without feeling awful. Lumen Vase probably wants to go on the Frost Spell for the final fight, and we'll probably have to change our crowns around based on that, but we'll worry about that when we have to. Oh, this is interesting. Getting a Crono on the field. Now I want to Molten Dip that top line. I don't even think I need to throw the Noomlin right now. Flame Water on Mimik could be sick though. Setting up for a freeze on what? No! Warthog, you've got teeth! That's awful for me. Okay, so this turn, Hog attacks Colonel. We pass back the defense. Hog attacks Colonel. We pass back the defense. Other Hog attacks Dialer. Does nothing. Colonel kills Hog. Then the Mimik attacks Hog, and then the Warthog on the bottom line too many times. That would be a nightmare. If I cycle, I can get the Slapcrackers and use that to kill both of the Hogs on the top line, which would then give me the ability to reformat for the bottom line. With both of the Hogs on the top line dead, I can then have this Hog attack Colonel 3 times, and then Colonel responds to Warthog twice and dies in doing so. Oh no! Colonel attacks once, and then Mimik attacks 2 times, dying on the second hit, and then Colonel attacks and dies. So, yeah, absolutely awful. Ah, boy. Those teeth, eh? Gosh, teeth are ridiculous. If I use the Sunrod on Lil Ghazi right now, I can get Lil Ghazi to attack for 14, only taking 8 damage themselves. Then all of the other resolutions occur. Colonel attacks Hog, Mimik attacks Hog, Mimik attacks Warthog, taking it out, and then continues, yeah. It's got smack back, I forgot about that. Literally, I was thinking so much about the teeth, I forgot that it had smack back. Basically everything happened as normal and hoped, except I also lost Gauzy. It was admittedly a huge amount of my damage. I'm gonna cycle here because I'm pretty guaranteed to get Frost if I need it. And I need it. I feel like I prepare myself for the end game a lot better by giving Colonel the Lumen right now so that Dialer's health is ridiculous and I can survive even a mistake that I make. And those are the most common in this series. Slapcrackers for the top, getting 2 as well as killing that unit. And if I use a Nutshell on Colonel, it kills them. Because it's current and maximum health. There's always one more interaction at play than I thought. Also, hey, I haven't played for a week. Dang. I mean, I'm gonna need additional damage to get through things now, so... Let's foster another unit. Weaken the hell out of you on the top line. I need to get a freeze on that Warthog in the front line soon as well. Let's do that now. Thankfully, I can just tank hits from Razor on the bottom line, courtesy of what I set myself up for earlier. This will lower Foxy's damage, but it increases the effective damage significantly as Mimik is attacking on the top line. And I'm gonna Flame Water that Mimik too. I love having a plan that can survive my mistake. The key is, all I have to do is make enough mistakes in games consistently and learn how to bring myself back from that position, that effectively it's like training with weights on, right? Or resistance training. Then, when I stop making mistakes, suddenly I have skills and flawless gameplay. Sudden Scott brought to you by the recognition of what I just said. Let's Sunrod Dialer to set them up to attack next turn, after the summon here. Three-time kill combo. Got him. And we're back. I say, and we're back, but I paused on your side, so you wouldn't have even known! Muncher and then a Charm Merchant. I mean, it's better than Gnome Traveler this late on. Really would have loved to shop, though, obviously. Glad to see Mochi is full. Let's go to the Charm Merchant and see what we can get to put in the Slapcracker. Really? Peppering! Target your own team. Give them all 2 spice and 1 snow. Absolutely not. However, gain 2 spice when hit. The Spice Charm. Gain Frenzy and Aimless. I mean, attacking aimlessly is really good, actually. Mimik having Frenzy and Aimless would be pretty sick. Gain 2 spice when hit seems right for Colonel. The Gnome Charm. Seems most right for Mimik. To my mind. And the Heart Charm needs to go on Colonel. 5 additional health. We're gonna have the final fight to try and lose our injured status from all of those characters. Seems like a good time. Let's go, Eye of the Storm. I'm going to Frostspell the bottom line to remove any damage from Frost Guardian because Colonel is going to be taking the hit down here. I do need to get Kronos out. I also need to get the Molten Dip out. I also need to get the Lumen Vase on a useful target. I have 3 turns before combat. Let's go Kronos now. Then Lumen Vase on Molten Dip. Molten Dip on the bottom line. So I'm going to take 2 hits against Colonel. And then I'm going to ruin their lives. A Snow Stick for the for the Spike Wall on the top line seems appropriate because I think I may have overflowing damage here. I don't intend to count it, but I think that is the case. And yeah, I do want to cycle back to the Frostbell, so we'll cycle. Ooh, we're back to the Frostbell. Sick. Don't need to play it yet. Snow Stick Spike Wall, and let's go. There goes the first form. And a couple of the minions from the second form. Sick. Yeah, I need to take the Spike Ball on the top line out this turn, definitely. Frostbell the bottom. And then I think I slap Crackers for the top line. Ridiculous. That's the only unit I didn't want to hit, and I didn't want to hit it that many times. I could have saved so many hits. Ah! It's possible we even would have gotten the kills there. Let's use a nutshell cake here. Get some additional health and damage. Wyant! Wyant! And then I just Sunrod Colonel. I'm just gonna finish our teams. No need to worry past that point. Okay, now, how does this shape up in the final fight? I don't think Foxy is necessary. I almost think I can cut Foxy. Like, the real thing is Crono, Mimik, and the damage. Playing Foxy feels like I can't even really afford to do it a lot of the time. I mean, maybe Foxy could be there instead of Lil Ghazi, though. Maybe that's it. Yeah, better damage holder. Okay. So, I'll take you out. I'm not going to be able to reorient people. So that means that Colonel, Foxy, and Mimik is going to be one line, and Dialer with Crono is going to be another. We're going to be relying on the Frostbell to prevent removal of things like Crono. I don't think I can Lumen Vase the Frostbell as much as I really wanted to. I don't think I can keep either of those as part of my opening hand. I think this is my deck. Yeah, so the Frost Bomber with Barrage is on the bottom line. Barrage is a little bit of a problem for the Mimik, but not that much. The aimless strike of the Frost Lancer on the top line being able to take out Dialer, though, is nightmare fuel. However, the frontline unit has to defend against Frost Crusher for a ridiculous period of time as well. It's got to be Colonel, Foxy, Mimik, and then Dialer hits the top. Legitimately, Lumen Vase on Molten Dip seems insane here. I can't avoid that. It's 4 health for all of the units, which is safety against barrage strikes as well. It's also, you know, infinite damage here for the bottom line, basically. And then I put Crono out this turn. 1. And then we get 4 hits from the Mimik. I mean, this is looking pretty good. Managed to take a unit off the board. Oh, wow. I survive everything that's currently happening very easily as well. So I'm going to Lumen Vase the Frostbell this turn, setting up the ability to use that as a Frostbell on the top line next turn. saving a lot of my units a lot of fuss. Basically no damage happening up there. I mean, Crono can still be taken out, unfortunately. I'm gonna Sunrod Foxy. Just get them to attack fast enough. Or fast enough, rather. To help start removing things from the field. Well, I'm just gonna put out another unit on the top line and hope the Frost Lancer doesn't take out Crono. Sick! They didn't take out Crono. Alright, Foxy and the Mimik, get him. That felt like a much better run. Ooh, Dialer 3 the second! Uses the Lumen Vase to capture the spirit at the heart of the storm. Now, there's a whole credit screen happening here. You know how there's usually a credit screen at the end of my videos as well? Yeah. That was one of the whole hacked together kinds of pieces. So that's not gonna be here for a little bit of time. So instead I'm going to have to do it live. My name's been Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Wildfrost. There would be a series playlist up in the top left, however, you can still find that in the description down below. There would be a YouTube recommendation in the bottom left, however, you can still find those in the sidebar as long as you only click the ones named for Rhapsody. Hey, because the one on the link on the video would have only chosen from the channel. Hence, recommendation. And also, there would be a name of a list of names streaming past for people who are generously supporting the Republic patron at the Thank to Above tier. I'm gonna get that back up and running as soon as possible, but for this episode, I know like heck. Of course we've got Dialer to thank. Episode character is named after them, so thank you, Dialer. By the by, hopefully y'all have been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see y'all next time.